Hello all, this is Naveen. So you are weak in mathematics and you don't like maths. It's okay. There are a lot of people who are like you, who do not like mathematics but are good in several subjects like English, reasoning and any other subjects if you are given like general studies and all. So don't worry, we are going to talk about some of the high level competitive examinations, some of the government examinations, best government examinations in which maths is not required. Maths questions asked in these questions are zero, which means that if you study English, general awareness, general studies and reasoning, you can crack the examination and get that prestigious job. Okay, so let's see in detail these jobs. If you are a new member, make sure to subscribe to the channel and enable the bell icon. Because once the notification for these examinations are out, I will be announcing it on this channel. So it will definitely benefit you. So subscribe and enable the bell icon. It is also very important because you will be getting notification and you must never delay from applying for this examination. So enable the bell icon so that you will get the notification. Watch this video till the end. Never skip any of the part because for certain examinations, certain other qualifications are also required. So if you have only basic 10th, 12th or graduation, also there are a list of other examinations that will be explained in this video itself. So let's see all those things in detail. Most of the aspirants appearing for examinations usually avoid SSC CGL, Bank PO and some of the MBA entrance examinations because the mathematics questions asked in the second phase or the mains level of these examinations are toughest. You can see very advanced mathematics including SSC CGL. So usually candidates who are weak in mathematics, they do not appear for this examination. They just don't care about these examinations and wait for other notifications. So let's see what are those examinations in which you are given a good chance to be the grade A officer or the class 1 officer of central government institutions, central government organizations. Okay. So the examinations we are going to explain now are the examination in which no maths is asked and only a few easy level maths questions in certain examinations are asked. Don't worry if you can't attend those maths also, just skip those because there are other examinations the other sections like English, general awareness, reasoning and all where you can score well. So there is no sectional cutoff, so maths you can just completely ignore because about 4 or 5 questions will be asked and it's okay that you can leave it. Okay, so let's see what are those examinations. Talking about that, the first one is SSC stenographer examination. Staff Selection Commission recruits every year for this post of stenographer. What you require in these examinations. Maths is not asked in this exam. You have to know that. Questions asked are from English, general studies, reasoning, etc. You also need to give a typing test. So people, I kindly request you, if you are weak in mathematics and want to get into a government job, it is better to have 80 WPM in English or Hindi. Because 80 words per minute in English is usually the qualification asked in various examinations. So if you have the typing, you can study it in your home itself using your lap or having a personal computer. You can practice it yourself on the keyboard. So work accordingly and make a typing the all best because in some of examinations it is required. So this examination also has a typing test and it's a central government job. That is one of the best thing you have to know about it, and it's include Group C and Group D. Some other government examinations in which stenographer jobs are Employees State Insurance Corporation ESIC stenographer examination. So ESIC comes under central government's Ministry of Labour and Employment. Thousands of vacancies are released every year. Its exam pattern, difficulty level, etc. are very similar to the SSC stenographer examination. That is, there is no maths section in these examinations and you will only encounter reasoning, English and general awareness question. Work hard on these questions and you should be very strong in these questions. Means the English, general awareness and this reasoning section. You must be very strong so that you can crack this examination. Coming to the next one is CBSE Junior Assistant and Stenographer exam, which also comes under the stenographer job. Minimal maths asked in these questions, these examinations. The maths questions asked in these examinations are very low. You can skip it if you want, if you don't want to attend. But if you look into the questions, it's sure that if you have studied about 4th standard and 3rd standard maths, you can attend it. 12th pass students can appear for this examination. For the CBSE stenographer job, you must be a graduate, just not 10th or 12th qualification. You must have completed your graduation and you can appear for this examination. Okay, so let's see one of the other important job, which is a very reputed one, Lok Sabha Protocol Executor. This is a very reputed job. It's generally known by the name of Protocol Officer. It's a central government job, as Lok Sabha or Parliament is in Delhi, right? So you will be posted in Delhi itself. In this exam, no maths is asked. There is an objective type paper that has questions from subjects like polity, general awareness, English, etc. So it's only required. Even typing test is also not there. This paper is more in the pattern of UPSC IAS preliminary general studies paper. Hope you know about it. The level of UPSC preliminary IAS civil service preliminary examination. So work hard and make those sections very strong so that you can crack these examinations. No maths is there in this examination. How good it is it? Don't worry, I will update if the notification is going to come. Next one is the PSC exams. It includes UPSC and state PSC jobs. State PSC recruit aspirants for state jobs like deputy, superintendent, lower court judges, BDO, etc. UPSC recruits aspirants for central government jobs like IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS, etc. In many state PSC jobs, no maths is asked. Also, if maths is asked, it will be very basic questions. It is okay that you can skip those 3 and 4 questions and get to other questions. It's okay. Definitely okay. And also, regarding the UPSC examination, I have to talk you something. There is a CSAT paper in the preliminary examination round. It has 80 questions, out of which around 30 are reading comprehension questions. Just think out of it. 20 to 30 are reasoning questions and around 20 to 25 are maths questions. It's just a qualifying paper. So just imagine that you are avoiding these maths paper and working on those comprehension and those reasoning part. You can easily qualify. Only 33% of the paper mark is required for you to qualify. So you have to know about it. So people who are speaking like UPSC, we can't. You have to know. If you are good in other sections, you can eliminate. You never have to attend the max of the UPSC examination asked. Go good with comprehension and with reasoning. You can crack the examination. So coming to the next one is Air Force Airman. You are getting a job in Air Force. So student of any stream can become an Air Force Airman. Doesn't matter you have your maths or science or arts or commerce. That at all doesn't matter. While Group 10 is for technical jobs, and solely students who had maths and science in 12th can sit for it. Group Y jobs can be filled by students of any stream. Air Force releases their vacancy on its portal most of the times. So I will update it. Doesn't worry. All you need is to prepare for this examination and appear. That is what. While Group X and Y exams are for Air Force Airmen, you may give AFCAT if you are a graduate and want to become an officer. Only a few maths questions come in AFCAT. Just like about 8 to 10. That range only questions are coming. And they are not at all difficult. But if you want, you can skip it. So let's go to the next job. OTA. What is OTA? Officers Training Academy. Combined Defense Services CDS exam as a separate maths paper for most of the jobs. But you will have to give the maths paper only if you want to become Air Force pilot or get into Army. However, if you are preparing for OTA, Officers Training Academy job, then you do not need to give the maths paper. You just need to give English and General Studies papers. It's also a class 1 job. Just see how good that job is. I will update it if a notification is coming. The main challenge in armed forces recruitment is not the written paper anyways. Hope you all know that. The real challenge is to clear Services Selection Board stage, SSB stage. Staff Selection Commission I have told you, OTA I have told you. Then regarding the Lok Sabha, that examination also I have talked to you. State PSC, UPSC, these all are the very reputed jobs in which maths is either low, or you do not want to look into the maths section. If you are good, strong with other sections, you can appear for the examinations and clear this examination. So let's get into some of the other jobs. That is the jobs with easy maths. So the jobs I am going to explain now have very basic maths, and if you are not at all good, means if you can have some of the basics in mathematics, you should appear for these examinations, because all the maths questions will be very easy. So let's see what are those examinations. The first one is Provident Fund Officer. The next one is Railways Loco Pilot and Ticket Checker. The next one is UPSC Assistant Commandant, CAPF. So hope you know about this job and all. If not, I will be explaining to you in a very short idea. Provident Fund Officer means UPSC conducts this exam to recruit Class 1 officers to Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO. Though this exam is not held regularly every year, but it's a good job, and only few maths questions are asked. And these are very easy also. Major part of the paper comprises of general studies. That is history, polity, science, economics, disaster management, etc. Do study a bit of this and you will be getting into this job as a Class 1 officer. See, without mathematics, how you got into this job. That's what I have to say. Coming to the Railways Loco Pilot and Ticket Checker. Very few maths questions are asked, that too are very easy maths. Just like this applying the Bodmer's rule of simplification. Then other type of questions are finding the LCM and HCF of very basic, and finding the average of certain numbers, which are the missing terms. Like that, very basic mathematics questions are asked in this examination. But the other sections include English, reasoning, current affairs, etc. Loco Pilot is the driver of trains, and you also need an ITI diploma for this job. Hope you are getting what I am saying. So that is one of the extra qualification you require to apply for the Loco Pilot job. Salary is also very good, but if you are getting selected. Coming to the UPSC Assistant Commandant. To get selected as commanding officers in organizations like BSF, CRPF, CISF, etc. It's a Class 1 central government job. Maths is only asked in prelims and not in mains. Only a few maths questions are asked, as UPSC gives more stress to general studies. So that's one of the other thing. But what I have to say is that I have seen that people who are very weak in maths are definitely good in these type of subjects, like general studies and some other like polity, current affairs, etc. They are very good in it. So let's see some of the other important posts. IB, Intelligence Bureau, Personal Assistant and Security Assistants, which is a 10th level examination, and very basic questions are asked. You can easily attend these examinations. Not only mathematics, but all sections, very easy questions are usually asked. But cutoff will be a little bit higher because competition is higher these days. So that's what I have to say. Coming to the some of the other examinations in which maths is asked, but I will recommend that you should appear for these examinations, because very basic maths is asked. So a lot of you may be eligible. It is actually SSC, CHSL and MTS examination. CHSL means Combined Higher Secondary Level Examination, that is 12th level examination, and MTS is Matriculation level, 10th level. So if you have good qualification, these qualifications, you can appear for these examinations. And I suggest you not to just don't appear thinking that you don't know any maths, because very basic maths are asked in these questions, especially SSC, MTS. A lot of you can solve it. And also, students, I have told you these examinations in which maths is not asked, but it is good to study some of the basic maths like HCF, finding percentage, simplification, BODMAS and all. That's all good. That's very interesting. And I'm not saying that you must go into some rocket science, mathematics and all. That's not needed. But some practice is always good. So that's all. Comment your opinions in the comment section. Share this video with people who are weak in mathematics. Let this video help them. Have a nice day. We will meet on another video. Thank you.